Hi all, I'm Tyler Bravo. I'm the IT manager here over at GoSearch, and today I'm going to be talking about custom GPTs. Custom GPTs allow your users to use workspace connectors to create a tailored enterprise search experience specific for their department's use cases. So for instance, you could have a IT custom GPT that helps with internal IT tickets, or a HR custom GPT that helps with benefits and enrollment questions. But really the sky's the limit. What I really wanted to focus on today is just how easy it is to create custom GPTs with GoSearch. So starting on our custom GPTs page, you'll be presented with a few options. You can either create a GPT from scratch. You'll also have a section to view your GPTs after you've created them, and then also a section to view your team members' GPTs. One thing to note is that if you click the three dots on any of these GPTs, you have the option to duplicate these. This is a great way to have a foundation for your own custom GPT when you're building it out. And I actually did that for the example for today with our HR helper custom GPT. I actually duplicated this, and I'm going to be walking you guys through the process of creating a custom GPT. So if I go ahead and click the three dots that are next to this HR helper custom GPT and click edit, it's going to take me to the creation window for this custom GPT. You'll see on the left hand side there'll be a couple of fields that you need to fill out in order to get this up and running, and then on the right hand side you'll have a preview as well. The first thing that you can add is a icon. You can upload an icon for your custom GPT through here. You also have the option to give it a name and a description. Make sure to make that description be easily understandable for your teammates. So that way it's very easy to understand what the functionality is of this custom GPT. Next up is the instructions. So the instructions are the guardrails of this custom GPT. So make sure to be very thorough and detailed on the context, tone, the knowledge that it's supposed to know, and how it's supposed to speak in terms of a solutions expert on this subject matter. So make sure to be very, very detailed with those instructions, as it's going to help out with the responses from this custom GPT. Below that, you're going to have the conversation starter. So the conversation starters are going to be common questions that are going to be asked to this custom GPT. So for in the example of this HR helper custom GPT, we have conversation starters like, how should I prepare for an upcoming PTO? How do I submit an expense report? How do I update my home address? And like, when is the next open enrollment? Next up, we do have upload data sources. So you can upload docs, files, images that are related to the subject matter that you're creating this custom GPT for. So in the case of this HR helper custom GPT, you might upload docs for benefits or open enrollment. You also have an option to limit the search scope as well. So you can go ahead and select apps, and it's going to give you an option to select workspace data connectors or personal data connectors. Just a note for the personal data connectors, if you do select any personal data connectors, it will restrict the ability to share this custom GPT with team members. So it will make it private to you, just as a heads up. And then lastly, you can set the privacy settings for who can use this GPT. So you can set it to either only yourself or anyone in the workspace. And then after you've filled out all of those fields there and you just click Save Changes, you're done, and your GPT is live and shared with your workspace.